Okay, welcome everyone to a video called my top 1% Arlecchino versus my top 1% Itto. Basically, I've gotten very lucky on my Arlecchino artifacts. Yes, I did manage to get a new set for Arlecchino and somehow managed to land the top 1% in such a short span of time. I mean, yes, everyone else is using they do compare it with gladiators, and somehow I'm overtaking a bunch of people using gladiators. And so, yeah, we are already at the top 1% of Arlecchino, and I decided, yeah, Arlecchino is very strong. He's on C2 right now. My pulls did not go very well. I wanted to C6 her, but you can check out the video here. But basically, C2 Arlecchino solo Abyss first half, and then same first half with Itto C6 R5 and Zhongli. These two are very strong units, my strongest two units. They'll go against each other, and I mean, from the comparison you can tell that yeah, Arlecchino is really strong. And so the footage later will just prove to you how cracked they will be if I actually got a C6 maybe. One day. But yeah. My C6 Arlecchino, C2 Arlecchino versus C6 R5 Itto and C2 Zhongli. I did many other types of variations, like full teams, solo. Itto obviously solo will not survive, and he does a lot lesser damage without his team. So it's very unfair, and this was the closest comparison I could come up with. And yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy this experiment that I made. Yeah. So this is my build for Arlecchino. I have a very strong 83.8% to 213.5% crit ratio. Very impressive considering I'm going 4-piece, the new set. I don't know what's it called. Fragment of Harmonic Whimsy, I don't know. But yeah, basically very lucky, especially on the circlet. So giving me a shit ton of crit value. In fact, this is my character with the most amount of crit value. Yes, unironically. It's funny how she only has 966 talents while my Itto is at 10 everything. But yeah, Itto, I achieved the golden ratio of 100% crit ratio. No, I mean 100% crit rate. Very nice. This was farmed through like 1.5 years ish. I spent a lot of time, and still my Arlecchino somehow got more crit value than my Itto. Yeah, C6 R5. And so we will be using these two against each other. Alright. And the results are surprisingly close. Surprisingly. Like, bro, why must my boy Itto get power crit? I like Itto a lot, by the way. I really like him a lot. But I also like Arlecchino equally. So, yeah. Solo Abyss Arlecchino felt like playing Dark Souls for a while. I mean, okay, to be fair, I'm not a tryhard gamer. I've never been able to clear Souls games. I tried Sekiro once. Never want to do it again. Yeah, so for people like me, you know, this is low-key a bit hard. A bit. I mean, okay, it's quite easy to dodge, honestly. I just have to get rid of the ice guy first, because the ice guy has this ice field, and then it just decays your health quite a bit. I mean, yeah, I feel iframes here and there, but it's okay. Arlecchino has self-sustain, so it's just very gay. For C6 Itto, even if I were to iframe, it's quite bad. I'll lose a lot of DPS because it's very reliant on his ult. He has to hold charge attack as much as possible, and he takes more damage during ult form. So yeah, it's really not not optimal to run solo Itto versus solo Arlecchino at all. I mean, yes, it is kind of a pyro abyss right now, but since Arlecchino is going solo, she basically cannot create any pyro reaction, basically meaning that the abyssal moon buff is just not there. So it's somewhat of a fair experiment. In fact, by right, this Itto team should be winning because it's a C2 Arlecchino, not Triple Crown, yet against a C6 R5 and a C2 Zhongli. So like, and DPS Zhongli, by the way. So there's even more value to my damage. There's technically more value to my damage using C2 Zhongli. And so, it's surprising how it's very close just a C2 Arlecchino can compare to a C6 R5 Itto. And they are both min-max. Okay, no, Arlecchino's not even min-max. The Itto is min-max. My Itto is actually min-max. And so this is kind of frustrating, but you know, I guess, you know, new characters, new treatment. Also, Arlecchino's a very hyped character. Of course, they're gonna make her broken as all hell. And I'm kind of happy that she power crap Hu Tao. Honestly, I am very bored from playing Hu Tao, and I will, from now on, would like to bench Hu Tao for the rest of my life. Thank you. Hopefully, I can get Arlecchino to C6. I do like this character a lot still. I know she's way too broken already, but I'm still gonna do it because for my own enjoyment. Alright, unironically for my own enjoyment. It's not even like meta purposes at this point. I just wanna C6 my wife. Okay. You get the point. You get the point. Okay, this one kind of needed a bit more skill, I guess. You know, I can never read when this guy's gonna spin and attack. So yeah, the wind blade's very easy to dodge though, but everything else I actually can't read when he's gonna attack. It's a little bit hard. So in the end, I resorted with like dashing away. And I can take a few shots here and there, you know, because Arlecchino's out just heals me back full health. It's fine. And so, Itto here. Okay, by the way, we got the energy recharge buff, which is supposedly very good for Itto because we need the energy recharge so that we can out. Also, it's still a bit unfair for Itto because Itto's C2, I think it's C2, yeah. C2, the more dual characters in your party, the more energy you will get refunded every time you out with Itto. So I'm not using his C2 to his max potential. But then again, it's literally like Itto versus... It's a C6. So I already have like 70% crit damage buffed into this guy. And it's still not enough. I mean, okay, Cryo Shield is quite understandable. The Cryo Shield is quite a pain in the ass. I even went full team Joe for this run. And it didn't turn out too well. I mean, yeah, I still managed to 3-star the Abyss. This one's a given. Of course, you'll be able. If you can't 3-star the Abyss with a C6, honestly, you should delete the game or something. But yeah, you know, very simple. Just Unga Bunga your way through. For Geo teams, it's just Unga Bunga anyway. So yeah, I still do enjoy playing Itto more than Arlecchino somehow. Like holding, it's very satisfying. Do you not feel like this charge attack is very satisfying? I don't know. It just feels very satisfying. So yeah. Chamber 3. This one is quite boring, honestly. It's just fodder mobs. And surprisingly, right, these are fodder mobs, right? Just fodder mobs. But somehow Arlecchino does better than Itto. I think. Okay, now you gotta see, push through a bit more and see how. But yeah, as you can see, she's constantly doing like 40k hit, like 30 to 40k hit, which is basically my Itto on out form. It's a bit concerning, you know. It's really concerning because there's only a C2, C2 R1 against my C6 R5 Itto. It's literally almost the same damage. Like, what the hell is this? I mean, I'm not too mad, I guess, but I feel my money, bro, is gone. But yeah, this run took roughly about like 1 minute and 15 seconds, I think. 1 minute, yeah, roughly about 1 minute 15 seconds. Yeah, I got stunned there a little bit, so the run could have been slightly faster, but either way, it's still quite fast. For solo, it's still quite fast, honestly. And then C6 Itto, here we go. Energy problems once again. The unfortunate part about Itto is that he's so reliant on his ult. You really just need, like, if no ult, you just do no damage, honestly. Like, okay, 12k would be impressive for like Klee, I guess, you know. But yeah, look at that. This is my Arlecchino basic attack damage. Like, bro, like, I mean, okay, back in the day, you know, 40k per charge attack would be like quite impressive, right? No, I mean, considering like it's decently fast charge attacks, Back then, I was so happy with this, but then, I mean, okay, now with like the full team of Itto, it's like 100k per charge attack. So with Goro and Albedo, he buffs a lot. I should probably pull Chiori one day, but I mean, Arlecchino was right after, so nah. But I'll get Chiari and see how it goes. But yeah, here's the run basically. This is the whole run. Surprisingly, very close. It's very, very close. I hate how close this is. A C2 versus C6, R5, and C2. Like, what the hell? Oh my god. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Seeing how the top 1% Arlecchino and top 1% Itto do their bullshit. Clearly, I need to work on my Arlecchino artifact still. I plan to become the #1. Okay, no, maybe not #1, but I don't know. We'll see how. And yeah, that's all for this video. Hope you guys have a great day. Goodbye.